Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much for joining me here. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Taking a quick look here again at ICP. Getting a lot of requests for this guy here right now, and I can totally see why it dropped its bottom, but you got to recognize Bitcoin did the same thing. In fact, almost harder. So ICP is showing some strength, even though it's still very weak, but you got to recognize Bitcoin dominance is on the increase. You're trying to break back through that resistance level, and at this point here, Bitcoin pulling back, dominance increasing, it's really just a bad thing for altcoins. Take a look at the market. There's I would say there's probably like a super tiny handful of, of coins right now that are doing well. So just keep in mind it's not really all the greatest here, and we got to double check a few things first. So ICP, what we want to look at is liquidation on the back end. So I'm speculating that the lower level of liquidation that we talked about recently has been swept, which we are for the most part looking at that. Right, just double check. This is the monthly. So to clarify, the time frame that we normally look at is 7 days. This is last month. Just to give you perspective, there is still a lot more liquidation lower. Okay, so again, 12.30 as low as about $11 to $10 is that range of liquidation. Okay, so keep in mind there's still some left here. Those are the more recent lows. That would be obviously not great if we came down that low, but generally speaking, we want to expect the worst and hope for the best, right? So does this mean you just short into that level? Not necessarily, but also kind of yes. Let's talk about that. First of all, at most recent last 7 days, we can see that $12 mark. There's a lot of liquidation down here accumulating in the last 7 days. So a lot of people are trying to long this coin here at this bottom. I totally get it, but again, it's not really a good market to take longs, right? So we took some profit from what was it Gala recently here. Took a nice little scalp trade there, got in, got out quickly, and just kind of called it good, right? You can take long positions, you just cannot swing trade long positions at this exact moment. And those are trades I like to take typically. So do we want to just jump into a short position here? Let's see if there's any confirmation in that regard. Okay, so first of all, looking at the larger picture here, just to kind of clarify, let's go ahead and zoom in a little bit. Ever since ICP's been in the, just say $8 to $10 plus category, we've seen the most amount of support, or correction, the most amount of volume at 1350. That was a support level, now it's not. Okay, that's a new resistance. Okay, so from a macro perspective here, ICP has more potential to go down than up now that we're below that level. Okay, that's not necessarily the only thing that factors in, but it is definitely something to recognize. Okay, keep in mind too, we're also under 50 on the RSI. Money flow index is low, stochastic swinging down, and MACD is officially MACD FU'd out yesterday. Okay, so we basically had we're about 5 days into our continuation of the downside on a macro perspective here. So everything's swinging down. There's no reason to consider the price going to recover, and mainly see that because because this most recent level here, let's go ahead and pull this out. That was supposed to work as a support, this 1270 mark. It did initially, but now that we've broken below that, there's a strong chance we're going to get a bearish back test of that level. Okay. So decent chance we're going to see the price continue lower. Again, a lot of this hinges on Bitcoin too. If Bitcoin can recover, it might be a different story. But Bitcoin does look like it's trending towards that 60,000 mark. Okay, so please understand it's not really a great place right now to take a long position on any altcoins. Okay, so you're gonna have more luck taking short positions. But again, it's hard to want to short right now because it's kind of the bottom too, right? You try not to short into that level. And what I mean by bottom is we have double bottoms forming on a lot of coins. Sorry, that was a terrible illustration. You can see that a little better. If we do recover here today and close at 1270 or higher today, there's a decent chance we could see the price continue to recover. Bitcoin is seeing the same thing at 61,000. Okay, so watch my Bitcoin analysis if you're curious about that. Generally speaking here though, ICP not looking favorable along with other altcoins too. The thing that could actually happen here, and this is typically where double bottoms end up working out, when you see these levels here where the RSI is getting close to 30, it's common for the price action to recover quickly. However, money flow index is not lower than the RSI. It implies that the price action could continue lower and that may not even work as a support. Okay, because previously we saw this little bounce where the RSI hit 30, money flow index at 20. That's a perfect case scenario. So if MFI was down here at 20, I would probably feel more inclined to want to take a long than I am right now. Okay. Again, those are just little things that kind of try to pick up on. Money flow index being lower than the RSI on the downside, or the inverse being above the RSI to the upside, shows more strength and more likely to see that pullback. In this case, I think we still have plenty of room left to go down. Same thing here with the MACD as well. It's also diverging, not really a great sign. Hourly is going to confirm as well that we are below the cloud, conversion lines below the baseline, lag and span is free and clear. There is zero reasons to take a long positions right now, folks. Okay, so I hope you understand that. Please be careful watching or trading alts right now. Make sure you check out my, I've got like a on Twitter and TikTok. I'm actually just started a TikTok, so maybe just go ahead and follow me down there if that is a platform you like to use, because I'm going to start getting more updates daily outside of just the technical analysis. So we're going to kind of try to spread our wings, get a little bit more, because I get a lot of requests for that. So feel free to check that out in your own time. Links down below for that under socials. And otherwise, I hope you all have a good rest of your day. Thanks so much again for watching. Hopefully you learned something. Comment below if you had learned a little bit. Even if not, greatly appreciate the feedback and the support. Don't forget to like the video. We'll see you in the next one. Have yourself a great rest of the day. Take care.